It may surprise you to learn that the most prevalent nutritional condition worldwide is iron insufficiency. To create hemoglobin, the blood component in charge of delivering oxygen to the various body parts, your body needs an adequate supply of iron. Anemia is the condition that results from an iron deficiency. The general public is ignorant of iron deficiency. As a result, a lot of people are unaware of the warning signs and symptoms that point to an iron deficiency in the body. Moreover, minor cases are often overlooked because their symptoms are not very concerning. The symptoms and indicators that you could have an iron deficiency are covered in today's video. See everything there is to know about fatigue, hair loss, cold hands and feet, shortness of breath, and much more by watching to the very end. Weary. Even after getting enough sleep, if you are always tired, it could indicate that you are anemic. This is the most prevalent sign of iron deficiency, yet it may also be the hardest to identify. We accept fatigue as a normal aspect of our hectic life as we are so accustomed to it. But an iron deficit prevents oxygen from getting to your tissues, which deprives your body of energy. Iron, or a lack of it, may be a factor if you have normal weariness along with symptoms of weakness, irritability, or difficulty focusing. There's a reason, after all, that those with iron deficiency anemia are referred to as having fatigued blood. Recurrent infections. Low iron levels can increase your susceptibility to infections because iron is essential for a strong immune system. One location where infections can be fought off is the spleen, which red blood cells assist in supplying with oxygen. The spleen cannot operate normally in the absence of sufficient oxygen. White blood cells that fight infections are housed in lymph nodes, which are also supplied with oxygen by red blood cells. Your white blood cells are not being created as much when you have an iron shortage. Because you're not getting enough oxygen, this can weaken you and increase your vulnerability to illnesses. Light skin, pale skin. Another typical indicator of an iron deficit is pale skin, as well as pale coloration inside the lower eyelids. Blood becomes less red when there is an iron deficit because hemoglobin, which is found in red blood cells, is what gives blood its red hue. That's why having low iron levels can cause your skin to lose its radiant, healthy tone. This pallor can spread across the entire body or just in certain parts of it, such the insides of your lips, lower eyelids, face, gums, or even your nails. When diagnosing an iron shortage, this is frequently one of the first things that doctors will check for. Paleness is more frequently observed in anemia situations that are moderate to severe. The inner layer of your lower eyelid should be a vivid red color if you pull it down. It could be a sign of an iron shortage if it is an extremely pale pink or yellow hue. Gnawing on ice, grasping ice. Yes, this may seem strange, but a strong need for ice is another sign of an iron deficit. This ailment, known as pagophagia, is a type of pica, which is an eating disorder in which anorexics consume non-nutritional foods. Every day, pagophagia sufferers consume many cups or pounds of ice. A study indicates that those with low iron levels may experience an increase in energy when they consume ice. Hair loss. Hair loss can result from an iron shortage, particularly if it progresses to anemia. Insufficient oxygen intake causes hair follicles to enter a resting phase, which results in hair loss that doesn't stop until anemia is treated. Losing over 100 hair strands every day is typical. Iron deficiency, however, may be the cause if you see severe hair loss and it is not growing back. Women's heavy periods. Women's heavy menstruation. 2 heavy periods are the leading cause of iron insufficiency in women. They lose excessive blood, restore roughly half of it, and then lose excessive blood once more the next month. It's similar like putting gas in a car with a little hold left in it. You should only fill 2 to 3 tablespoons with your period every month. To find out if you are losing too much blood, use this tampon test. It's time to see your gynecologist if you need to replace your tampon more frequently than every 2 hours. Breathlessness, breathiness, shortness. Your red blood cells can carry oxygen throughout your body because hemoglobin is present. Your body will have low oxygen levels during an iron deficiency if your hemoglobin levels are low. This implies that your muscles won't receive enough oxygen to do daily tasks like walking. Your body will consequently try to take in more oxygen, which will cause your breathing rate to increase. For this reason, breathing difficulties are frequently experienced by those who are iron deficient. Iron deficiency may be the cause if you find yourself out of breath while performing routine, everyday activities that you used to find simple, like walking, climbing stairs, or working out. Palpitations in the heart. Palpitations in the heart. Heart palpitations, another name for noticeable heartbeats, are another sign of iron deficiency anemia. The protein found in red blood cells called hemoglobin aids in the movement of oxygen throughout the body. Low hemoglobin levels in iron deficiency cause your heart to work harder to pump oxygen throughout your body. This may result in erratic heartbeats or the perception of an atypically rapid heartbeat. In severe situations, it may result in cardiac failure, a heart murmur, or an enlarged heart. These symptoms are generally much less prevalent, though. To feel them, you would need to have an iron deficit for an extended period of time. Chilly hands and feet. Cold feet and hands. A persistent cold feeling in your fingers and toes may indicate an iron shortage. Your body feels that your blood is less oxygenated when you don't receive enough iron. This causes your blood to be drawn from your extremities and directed toward your heart, brain, kidneys, liver, and lungs, which are more vital organs. Your fingers and toes will feel colder if there is less blood flow to them. Leg twitches. Syndrome of restless legs. Restless leg syndrome has been connected to iron insufficiency. A strong urge to move your legs when at rest is known as restless leg syndrome. Additionally, it may result in odd and uncomfortable crawling or itching sensations in the legs and feet. Since it frequently worsens at night, those who experience it may find it difficult to get much sleep. Our understanding of the causes of restless leg syndrome is incomplete. However, iron deficiency anemia is considered to be present in up to 25% of cases of restless leg syndrome, and the symptoms worsen with decreased iron levels. Why iron deficiency occurs. What then is the true cause of iron deficiency? Now that you are aware of every symptom associated with iron deficiency, let us discuss the underlying causes of these symptoms. Unhealthy nutrition. Unhealthy diet. Iron deficiency is mostly caused by diets low in iron. Meat and eggs are two foods high in iron that provide your body with a large amount of the iron it needs to make hemoglobin. An iron shortage may arise if your diet does not provide you with enough iron to maintain your iron levels. Loss of blood. Blood loss. Because iron is kept in red blood cells, the body predominantly contains it in the blood. If you lose a lot of blood from an injury, childbirth, or heavy menstruation, you may develop an iron shortage. An iron deficiency can also occasionally result from the gradual loss of blood caused by certain malignancies or chronic illnesses. Reduced capacity to take in iron. Reduced capacity to absorb iron. Some individuals have a reduced capacity to absorb iron from their diet. This could be because of an issue with the small intestine brought on by illnesses like Crohn's disease or celiac disease. Or it could be because part of the small intestine has been removed. Being pregnant. Being pregnant. Low iron is a typical issue that many pregnant women face. An iron deficiency might result from the growing fetus's high iron requirements. A pregnant woman's body contains more blood than usual. To meet its needs, this higher amount of blood needs more iron. Stopping iron deficiency. Is iron deficiency preventable in any way? Yes. You can take the following actions to avoid developing an iron deficiency. Address the underlying cause of the hemorrhage. Address the source of the blood loss. Consult your physician if you experience heavy periods or gastrointestinal issues, such as persistent diarrhea or blood in your eat foods rich in iron. Stool. Consume iron-rich meals. Lean meat and poultry, dark, leafy vegetables, and beans are good sources of iron. Consume and absorb iron-boosting foods and beverages, such as orange juice, broccoli, strawberries, and other vitamin C-rich fruits and vegetables. Select nutritious foods. Choose wholesome foods. The majority of people who follow a balanced, healthful diet obtain the iron and vitamins they require from their diet. Steer clear of tea or coffee when eating. Your body has a tougher time absorbing iron when you drink certain drinks. See your physician if you take any calcium supplements. Consult your physician if you take calcium supplements. The presence of calcium in your body can hinder the absorption of iron. See your doctor about the best approach to obtain adequate calcium if you struggle to get enough iron. Have any of these symptoms affected you? Are there any people you know who are iron deficient? Tell us in the space provided for comments below.